forgotten, and I don't see how you could. All three women over there claim to be Elizabeth Hammond, a lady whose elephant sleeps in her living room. We'll start the questioning with a man who, as far as I know, doesn't even own an elephant. Alan Alda.
That's right, I don't. Number one, would you tell me how much did Mignon weigh when she was born?
225 pounds.
That's ridiculous. I guess you knew when the elephant was born because you heard a loud scream, right?
I wasn't there.
Number two, the elephant turns on the TV set?
Yes, she does.
What's her favorite show?
I think she likes to watch shows where there's a lot of action and things going on.
No comment. Number three, where do you live that you can keep all of these animals?
We live in New Jersey.
I live in New Jersey, too. Number one, do you peel the oranges first before you feed them to Mignon? Does she peel them herself?
Well, it depends on her mood.
Does she eat them whole?
At times.
And Buster takes his place to peg a cat.
Thank you. Well, number one, how does Mignon get along in that climate? Are you from New Jersey as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, how can she stand that climate? I mean, elephants like it hot.
Well, we had some trouble in the beginning, but we're very kind to her, and we bathe her every night in baby oil. And that takes the adverse effects of our climate on her skin.
And she doesn't catch cold or anything?
No, we're very careful with
Okay,
it.
number two, where is Mignon from?
She's from Thailand.
Oh, she's not an African elephant.
No.
What kind of an elephant is she? A Thailand elephant.
Thailand elephant.
I mean, I never heard of a Thailand elephant. Is that really the breed?
Yeah, there are Asian elephants and African elephants.
Oh, she's an Asian elephant.
Right.
Okay, well, number three, why doesn't she have little tiny white teeth beginning to come out of her mouth?
Usually it's just the males, I think, that have the tusks.
Oh, number one, do you know what the biggest elephant is that's still in the wild?
No, I don't.
Okay, number two, why does she eat beef? Elephants are supposed to eat leaves and treat and bark. Why is she eating beef? And should you feed her beef?
She likes it.
And what about her vet? Where did you get a vet for now?
Sorry, Big. Yeah, let's go to
That is a heck of a good question. Number three, has the elephant gotten ill yet? Or, had any stomach cramps or anything like
A
that?
little bit, now and then.
What do you do in a case like that?
We have a very, very good vet.
Well, when you first called him, did you say, I have a patient? And he said, is it a dog or a cat? And
Yes.
then you said elephant, right?
Yes.
Then he
Then
hung
he
up.
died.
Yeah, he hung up and you called him back. Number one, you said that you bathe Mignon in baby oil?
We rub it down.
Rub her down with,
Yes, sir.
how much baby oil does it take to rub down a 900-pound elephant?
Well, on a good day, perhaps about 4 huge bottles of it.
Holy mackerel. Number two, this kid's going to get a lot bigger. She's 900 pounds now and moving, I imagine. How big is this elephant apt to get?
Oh, about 8,000 pounds.
Holy Toledo.
Are you going to get a bigger living room or change your sleeping habits? What do you intend to do?
Oh, thank you, Bill. Let's go to Kitty Carlisle.
That's the most extraordinary story I've ever heard. Number three, you have children.
Yes.
How many do you have?
2 children,
Two, and how old are they?
6 and 11.
And number one, they obviously live in the house with you, along with all the other animals. So do the other animals live in the house?
Yes, they do.
They all live in the house?
Yes.
Now, number two, in order to support this menagerie, are you in the business of renting animals to television or for ads, or is this just for fun?
Well, actually, we've got a research grant now. We're doing behavioral research on the animals.
Ah, and number three, where does this animal bed down in the living room?
She has her own bed.
What's it look like?
It's a very
Four-poster?
large bed.
What's it made out of?
Plywood and a mattress.
Ah, and number two, where does she do other things, like,
The bell rang in the nick, as we say. It is time now, panel, for you to decide who you think is Mrs. Hammond over there. Is it number one, or is it number two, or is it number three?